Hello, fellow academics, and welcome back to Beavtorio. Doesn't it look nice over here? We're in the middle of a bad tide, as you can see over here with this mess right there. But given this mess, we're actually doing pretty okay. So nothing to worry about. Bad water coming out of here and here. This is now completely draining, which is awesome. And yeah, that's literally all there is. We're slowly starting to fill this up, and as you can see, it looks extremely blue, which I'm very hopeful that in the next regular season, we will actually be able to fill this up with regular water, turn our water pump over here back on, and then everything should be fine. Why don't you have power? Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. I did not expect that. Out of all possible things. No, not you. Let's go ahead. I prioritize both of you. That should not have been the case. Okay, so with that fixed, I think it is time that we're sorting out our food supply. So all of these are a little bit too far away from a district center, which means in order to clear these out, we either wait until they harvest them, which we could honestly just do, or we could build an additional staircase up here, which I think is a little bit overkill. So at the moment we have 3 farms over this way. They're all just doing their thing. I'm wondering if we should actually just go ahead and put another staircase down here, since we keep this one now permanently running to the detriment of our water supply, but it actually should be alright. Seems like we will actually keep all of this hydrated. Alternatively, we could even dig one further down and add a bit more water storage in this corner, but for now I think this will be just fine. Right, as they are building the staircase, we also want to mark all of these trees to be chopped down. And it's a bit too bad about... Actually, we could probably also put a staircase here. Set this to the highest priority. So we have 2 of them coming in now, and then we might be able to recover also a little bit more over this way. Most important thing why we are doing this is we need more food. And we need it fast. Food supply is dwindling, actually so is our water supply. With that said, I'm gonna pause you. We now have 71 beavers. And they are producing, I do this every time, 15 per hour for, let's say, about 15 hours. That's 225. If every beaver drinks 3 waters a day, we're just about breaking even. All right. So, how are we dealing with this? Maybe we're actually just accepting it as being okay. We can actually pause the centrifuge now. We do have enough extract. You know what? We'll just leave it as is. Last time we have started to expand our plank production down here, which I think might be worthwhile to increasing even more. We only have 1 plank right now. So let's go ahead and put this plank factory right here. There is a vertical power shaft underneath. So that means it will be directly connected to the power supply. And that is built really, really fast because we have our log storage, 1 here, 1 there. Over 1,000 logs currently in storage. Oh look, they've even built the gears over here. They are fast. Alright. What is actually making that sound? Oh, it's the contemplation spots. It's like, it sounds like there's fire. Alright. Gears should be slowly coming back. We're also building up our we're not building up our metal storage. Where are they actually putting all the metal? Pine resin. That's alright. We're good without it. Oh. Right. One thing that we can do though is destroy this pillar over here. Free up some more wood. And then I think they should be able to get this in on this one, but let's leave it as is. And go ahead and make sure we're making a bit better use of our space right here. Because in the long run, we're probably going to remove this from all the way up here. Which means we also want to create a power connection to this area, which will become our new non-wood based factory setting. So let me actually go ahead and put a staircase up here. We can set this on highest priority. Not that we really need to. And then we're just gonna explode this entire area up here to flatten this out. All right, here we go. So one metal block is now in storage. Still not entirely sure where it's all going. But with all of this actually cleared up, we could put staircases down here to get to the bottom of this and then pick up the remainder of this. Now we don't need to pick it up, but I will now destroy this. Oh, that's a lot of resources down there. There we go. We can pick up these though. Should we try to go down there? Maybe. I mean, we just need to go on this side, which means we could... Staircase. Why is there even a levee in here? Yeah, there shouldn't be a need for a levee. Looks good. Still looks clean. Nope. Which means now this has become a little bit easier. All right. If we are building the staircases from up here, maybe actually going along this way will save us a little bit more trouble. So let's go ahead and do that. Although we would end up here, and then we have the same issue over there that we will have here. Let's still clean it up. I actually did want to focus on food supply and not all of this. So let's just stop overthinking. Just do this. Highest priority. And then we can start building stairways down here. So this needs to go 1 up, 2 up. Let's actually save our planks since we're a bit short on them at the moment. 75. Yeah, still considered short. And go into the levees. Here, and just like that, then we can actually bring all of this over to this corner. Staircase in here. There. Doesn't want to let me click. Here we go. Connect this up over here, and then they should be able to collect all of this material. Now, for historic reasons, I'm gonna leave this part here. And what we're gonna do in well-being, we're gonna go ahead and put another contemplation spot just at the edge here. This was the first crater, so I think it will look very nice to look over for our beavers. They have put a staircase down here. Not entirely sure why. Well, they, which means I, but that's alright. In the long term, we might need to have another overflow layer over this way. Future worries. Future worries. Actually, this could probably just be removed now, because we're filling both of them up this way. We'll see. We'll see. 4 more days before the bad tide is over. I do also want to remove this forester. Not replant those trees, because all of this will become additional food area for our beavers. And then we should probably consider building it a little bit up. Seems to be kind of stable at least, so that's not bad. In the meantime, let's fill in some of the gaps. A bit more potato here, more potato here. And I have put this in. Now this guy can actually reach all the way back here. However, very dry. So we're gonna start filling up this area right here, which makes me think we do have the water, so let's turn this back on. Just top this up a little bit, which will probably make more of this area back here accessible. All right. With that, actually we do have 101 potatoes, and that just means this guy doesn't have potatoes. Why do you not have potatoes? Potatoes, potatoes. Oh, it's just maybe a little bit far. Oh, look, they're actually almost done with all the dynamite, and they would have been done if I would have made that connection. All right, here we go. Last beaver in. Make some space. There we go. And then we can think about putting our new industrial area up here, up this way. All right. Back to the actual potato issue. We just need a second one of these guys, of the grills. And in order to save some real estate space here, in terms of where we will build it, what we're gonna do is just, actually we do have the space right here. So let's go ahead and place our food production grill just on top of this. Select you to do grilled potatoes. And with that, good to go. I did just realize we've never planned for any not maples, chestnuts. So we would need a bit of chestnut brioche somewhere. Big question would be, shall we add it to this area or not? Now that's a tricky one. That is a really tricky one. Yeah, that's for now. Let's just leave it. You're still chopping away at all these trees, even though you're very much... I guess we are short on haulers. So you know what? Put you on regular priority now. We can lose some of our construction beavers. I'd rather have them in the main building. So I think with that we still have plenty of construction workers, but now we definitely have the where is all our scrap metal? Oh. Anyways, I'm all over the place today, which I guess is all right. Okay, food supply seems stable, water supply seems stable. This has not helped in the slightest. But I think it is time for us to make sure we have our zipline stations all around here to make this a little bit faster. So we can't connect you here, which I guess makes sense, because we have this connection right there. But we could remove you. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this. I don't think this will reach. It will not. But we also talked about putting another zipline station somewhere over here. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. I am gonna go ahead and remove one tree just over there, which will allow us to put one right there. Now this is not the longest distance cover, but I think it will be good for us. So let's go into well-being, place a teeth grind. You're still not done. Teeth grindstone right next to you. We're gonna destroy you in the meantime, and then we're gonna set platforms over this way. Zipline station on top. Connection in. And then we're making a connection here and a connection here. All right. The next connection that would probably be beneficial would be somewhere in the middle here, which makes me think getting a path for here could be nice. Or maybe even moving some of our farms over to improve the coverage a little bit could also be good. Let's actually have a quick look, making sure water is coming out here, nothing coming out here, nothing coming out here, ton of water coming out this way. So we are now topping this up instead of this area back there, which I know sounds overall okay. Wow, why is there still so much bad water in here? Open, open. You're all open. Where is it going? Is it going nowhere? Is it too much pressure around there because of this? Oh. All right. Then I guess let's fix that. How are we gonna do this? We could move in here. Let's first high prioritize all of this so I don't need to worry about this part anymore. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm surprised. This one water source has enough water pressure to keep it all sealed up. It just seems a bit crazy. How are we actually gonna do that? I need to destroy you. But at the same time, I need to seal you off. I don't see if it's red or not. It's definitely red. Can I? I can't destroy you, right? Yeah, I can't. Okay, I definitely need to fix the water down here. Oh my goodness, it's because you're facing the wrong way. You're all facing this way. And I'm trying to get the water out the other direction. Oh boy. Alright. You know what? Raise you to 1. You're all the way down to 0. We need to flush out the bad water. I'm glad it's night, so we can't really see that. Ah, boy. And the next badtide is actually coming. And it's coming soon. Do we think we can fix some of these in the meantime? Why are you closed? Ah, that's the issue. Okay, here we go. Let's open you up. Let's not open you up anymore. Now, if I now close you, will you all go in the opposite direction? I don't think you do. Ah, shoot. Alright, I do need to top this water off. So let's go further underground again. Open you again. There's a good amount of water shooting out now because of the excessive pressure. And yep, you will be half contaminated. I'm gonna raise you though. Ah, I kind of need to wait for a drought to fix that. Oh, look at that. I've actually started to properly fill this one up. Nice. Okay, badtide is about to start. Which means I am gonna close you. I wonder if the pressure of the badtide will actually prevent the water source from spawning more water. Oh boy. At least our food supply has stabilized, so I do appreciate that. Let's go ahead and look at all of this. So we need to replace you. You can stay. I don't care about that one. This one will be easy to replace. So at least there's that. Because all we need to do over here is put another levee on top. Then we have one under here. That should be easy enough to do. Destroy it, put a platform, and put a levee on top. Maybe we do that actually for all of them. I can actually, it seems like, delete you. Nope. There is a overhang under there. So you need planks and an overhang, so metal. can easily destroy you. Okay, we just need to fix all of these. Ah, boy. Okay. Okay. We'll make it. Somehow. We will. Now here's the bad part. We've now spent a good amount of time dealing with this and have not had enough time to top this side up. So I think what we are planning to do is to make sure we get, wait, this is 1 down, 2 down, 1, 2, 2.5 down. Whereas this is 1 down, 2 down. This would be 2.5 where it is right now. And this side should ideally be open until here. So let's try to figure this out. If we are placing actually, how deep do we want it? Ideally, we want it to be as deep as possible. All right. So let's go ahead and make that really happen. Not here. We're gonna place you, I guess, just here. And then put 1 level down over there and then through here. This is not doing the trick. Right. We don't need this one. This doesn't need to be a double one. This can be a single one. And there can be a staircase here. Connection. Over this way. Yep. One more in here. Just like that. Right. Now we're gonna go in there and select our tunnels, which will build tunnels all the way to here. And that will allow more water to flow in this direction. And hopefully also a lot quicker. Actually gonna unpause you and pause you. Rather pump on more water here until we can't do it anymore. You are on the maximum depth, so that works out. Food supply is definitely stable again. And this guy is also working really hard on stuff. So, you know, good for him. This is also doing fine. Do want to fix this at some point. All right. Anyways. Look at all the zipline stations. They have come in. Much quicker transportation. I do appreciate that. Let's actually have a look over here. This way we get at least something done. Another zipline station. If I place you here, you cannot reach this. If you go here, you can reach it. So that is kind of what we're gonna I think it was right. Zipline station. Yep, you can reach that. We're gonna place this over this way. Put in double platforms along there. And we're also gonna make a little bit more space by not replanting these once they are coming. We're also gonna not replant these. Right, this will allow us to put this farm basically on this corner, this farm over here, and kind of give us a bit more dedicated space. We will also make sure that this is then connected by footpath, which we actually don't need, to be honest. Because if you go here, can you 1 meter too far? Okay, let me slow you down. What if I'm gonna put in a few more here so we can experiment. Zipline station. If we place you here, you're actually perfectly in line, and that will do well for us. Right. That will also allow us to actually go down here easily and connect this up to this path, which again will be quite beneficial. Right. Let's make sure while we're here that we are connecting you up. One down here and one up here. And then we have sort of a roundabout system to travel along the outline of this section. All right. So that is in at least. How are the dams coming along? Not the dams, the funnels. Okay, a few more missing. Do we have enough extract, actually? Yeah, we do. Enough explosives. Yep, plenty. So all in all, this will do just fine. All of this still looks good. Got a ton of planks now. Let's also go ahead. We wanted to expand our gear workshops. So let's make sure we place 2 more of these. You'll never have enough gears, and currently we only have 13. So definitely something to improve. Where did you come from? Strange. Anyways. We're doing okay. We're still doing okay. You're still no goods in stock. That's good. Meaning our haulers are doing the trick, and just getting our haulers back up and running seems to have like stabilized everything. Okay. Water is now coming out here, which means I want to place a sluice over this direction. Flows downstream depth of 1.9, which I think 1.75. Let's do it at 1.8 and actually raise this to 0.8. So this should always level it out. And for now, at least, it will actually transport a ton more water over there. Which also means we probably will not need to deal with this part up here anymore. Still not entirely sure in what all of our metal blocks go. I know some of them go into the zipline stations and stuff. I guess you don't need to be on the highest priority. So things are going okay. Well, we've now figured out why we're struggling with water so much. It's because with the new system, all of this just gets stuck. So something to fix, and I'm hoping in the next episode, but we will see. Until then, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.